welcome back to my channel. This is so good to have you guys back. You're welcome back to my channel. If you're seeing my face for the very first time, my name is Abby and this is Migrate Shuttle, where we talk about vacation, immigration, study, and everything travel. Okay, so in today's video, we have a special ding, 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 ding. And today's video, we're going to be talking about healthcare assistants. Yeah. So we have someone that has been in the process of being a healthcare assistant, and she's going to run us through how it works and how it goes in Ireland. So stay tuned. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you get notified whenever I put up a new video. I'll see you in this video. All the way from Ireland, we have Sithini in the building. Give it up, guys. Wow. Okay, so let me just hand over the mic to her because I don't have strength to talk plenty. She will say everything, okay? So Sithini, over to you. Tell us about yourself. Let's know what's going on in Ireland.
Hi guys, thank you for having me, Mary. First of all, thank you for inviting me. I've always watched your channel with an eagle eye. So to be here today is an honor. Thank you guys. Thank you to your amazing subscribers. I hope you will, enjoy having little me around here. My name is Sithini and I work as a healthcare assistant. So I have a lot of experience working as a healthcare assistant. But before we get into the nitty-gritty of my work and all, I live in Ireland. I'm a mother of one. I am married and I have a small YouTube channel called Little Sithini Skincare. I'm so happy to be here, guys.
Okay, guys, so we have to give you a different view from my end and we'll continue this video. Healthcare jobs easy to find, Sithini?
Yes, so healthcare assistant jobs in particular are very easy to find. So in Ireland and in the UK particular, right now, there is a lot of jobs, like it's a booming market out there. This is mostly because, I'll speak mostly with Ireland. The population here is much older. And because the population is older, there's a lot of nursing homes. Oh. And because of those nursing homes, they need a lot of healthcare assistant jobs. I think in most of the jobs that I've held as a healthcare assistant, there's always been staff shortages. That's how much they need staff. So they're continuously hiring. So there's a lot of jobs in the nursing homes. There's a lot of jobs in the hospitals. And there's still a lot of people who are living at home, who are not in a nursing home and who are not in a hospital. And these need home care as well. So because of that, the amount of jobs in Ireland for people who are healthcare assistant is just a lot. There's that much jobs out there.
I'm actually making this video to connect with people that intend to move over to Ireland and start working in Ireland as a healthcare assistant. So what do you think are the requirements they would need coming from outside of Ireland?
Okay, so the requirements are a lot. The requirements are a lot. I'm actually going to send you a link as well, Mary, that you can put in the description box there. So guys, you can take a look at that link as well. It's just to some government websites that explain this in more detail in terms of the requirements and everything. So currently with the UK and with Ireland, to sort of respond to the needs that they have for healthcare assistance, they've introduced a visa where for years they've introduced a visa for people who are outside of the country to come in and work as healthcare assistants. So touching very briefly on visas, you will know that to get a visa to any country, most countries will look for specifically work visas will look for a critical skill, a skill that is lacking in their country. So previously, healthcare assistants were not categorized as a critical skill. Currently, I wouldn't even say that it is a critical skill, but the government has recognized that they have a gap there and they need to fill that, that gap. So what they've done is that they've introduced a visa that you can apply for as a healthcare assistant and come to the UK or Ireland as a healthcare assistant. There are some requirements that you need to fulfill for this visa, like getting a job as a healthcare assistant. So you would need to apply for a job either in a nursing home or in a hospital. And once you get that job, your company will assist you in filing the visa process on giving you the requirements, such as they are offering you a job, that you can use these documents to put through for your visa. You would be, of course, even though the demand is very high, but once they've opened it to such a broader demographic space, obviously they'll have more applications. So you would need to put your best foot forward for you to be seen as the best candidate or one of the best candidates for the role. One of that is that you would need to be in your home country. So you will need those qualifications. Once you have those qualifications, you would also need experience working as a healthcare assistant in your country as well. So this is the best time to, if you already have the experience, to take a look at your resume, take a look at your LinkedIn profile, polish things up, update your CV. If you have hospital experience, such as wound care, you would have more, you would stand out more than a person who doesn't have these skills. But even if you don't have these skills, I wouldn't say don't apply. I would say that still apply because the demand is very high. But there are a lot of other requirements that you need to fill, like there's a certain salary that the hiring company needs to offer you. So that's when things may become a little bit difficult, because some nursing homes will not offer that salary. So you need to find a nursing home that offers that salary. I'm not going to say how much the salary is now, because these things are usually updated. So everything will just be in that link, and you can go onto that link. It'll have the entire requirements, not from me, but from the governing boards, and they will be updated continuously.
The next question is, what are the qualifications or the certificates that one needs to apply as a healthcare assistant in Ireland?
Okay, so I'm going to talk in a way with someone who's already here, because each country calls their certificates a different way. Okay. So you would then need to find out if your qualifications from your country are the same or match the qualifications in Ireland. So in Ireland, you would need a level 5 healthcare support course. It consists of 8 modules. So this course is called different things in different countries, and it's got different modules in different countries. But what basically some of the modules are is care of the elderly, care support, health and safety. There's also selective modules that you can choose. Like I had anatomy and physiology. So there's a wide range of modules that you can choose from. But basically, those are some of the modules that you would need to have. When you're in Ireland, you can already practice with only 2 modules. So with only care of the elderly and care support, you can actually work as a healthcare assistant with just those 2 modules. So your country may have these modules named differently. They may be named something totally different, but Ireland may still recognize them, that yes, from your country, you can work as a healthcare assistant, and that's enough for us. So you would need these modules. But even if you do get the job, you would still need further training when you arrive here in Ireland. So you would still need fire and safety training, HSE live land related courses, but usually your company pays for this. So they will take you for in-house training and training for this as well. You would also stand out if you have CPR training, manual handling training. And some of these courses, like the manual handling and the CPR training, are courses that you can do really quickly if you don't have them. So you can still do them there, but most of the time you'll still be required to do them when you arrive here as well.
Oh,
so in terms of the certificates, that is what you would require.
okay. So I'm aware that some agencies actually have this as like, that's what they are all about, looking for clients and then linking them up to healthcare homes and all of that. So do you know any of these agencies that actually give a certificate of sponsorship for candidates from outside Ireland?
I would encourage that if you're trying to apply directly with the nursing home or with a hospital as well. But if you don't have any success with applying with them, I do know of one agency. I don't like to endorse, agencies without working directly with them. I do know of an agency called Gain Healthcare in the UK that has been hiring from time to time. I'll send you the link as well, Mary, that if anyone wants to reach in terms of their requirements, but you don't need to apply with an agency directly. You can also apply with a nursing home. There are very few agencies that would be hiring for healthcare assistants from outside of the country. This is because an agency also needs to meet certain requirements for them to be able to hire from abroad, to facilitate the hiring process from abroad. So I encourage to apply directly with the nursing home or the agency that I've just mentioned, to reach out to them.
And also with the WHO ban, like the red flags they put on some countries, mostly in Africa, West Africa precisely, they are not actively recruiting from West Africa. So you have to apply directly to most of these care homes and hospitals. Assuming someone gets a contract, like a job contract, do you know how long that contract lasts?
Okay, so this usually depends on your employer and what you and your employer have agreed on. But from past experience, from what I've seen, the contracts are usually 2 years. So the contracts are usually 2 years. So what the nursing home will do is that they will facilitate, it depends again on the nursing home. Some will pay the visa for you. Some will expect you to pay the visa and the flights yourself. But some will facilitate and pay the visa for you. I haven't heard of situations where they pay the flights for you as well, but I've had situations where they pay the visa for you. They look for accommodation for you here as well, just to assist you with that transition. But because they've done all that groundwork, they expect you to be tied to a contract for some time. So you would be tied, let's say, to from what I see most of the time, the average is 2 years. You would be tied to the contract for 2 years. So for 2 years, you can't leave that job, which is a bit unfortunate if you're working in an environment that you wouldn't like, that you're not very happy with it. I don't know in terms of what would happen if you break the contract. Some visas, once you break the contract, you would need to leave the country as well. But some are flexible enough that if you leave the contract for another contract, especially in the times we live in now, that there would be more understanding for you to just work for the other company, and they would just update your visa there. But I know of situations when if you've broken the contract, you would be expected to pay your employer, I think it's around 4,000 euro back, or that would be around 4,000, I think possibly 4,100, I'm not sure, US dollars, back to your employer, which is a significant enough amount. But again, this depends on nursing home. This depends on employers or nursing homes. This figure could be lower, this figure could be more, or there could not be that option for you to break that contract because of the visa.
Final question. What is your advice for internationals that are thinking of coming over to Ireland as a healthcare assistant?
I would say just take the plunge and apply. That's the first thing. Watch videos like this one, like Mary's videos that are talking about things like this. Gather all your resources, do all your research, but apply. Once you will knock on the door, most probably nobody's going to open. Keep knocking on those doors until somebody opens. It can be a long process. It can be a drawn out process. It can be long for me and it can be very short for somebody else. But just take the plunge and just apply. Put all your ducks in a row, like dot your I's and cross your T's. There is things that you can do now before, whilst you're still in the process of applying, so that when you do have an employer saying, okay, I'm interested, you're not starting to run around to look for things. Look for things that, like your police clearance, make sure you have that already there, because many nursing homes will require this. They will require police clearance from every country that you've lived in since you were 18. So have this already at hand. And as you know, in most African countries, this can take a very long time to get. Yeah. So get your police clearance ready. Do all the courses that you can do. If you're not qualified as a healthcare assistant, this is the time to start to study. Look out for the Red Cross in your country as well, as they sometimes offer these courses on a very short time as well. And the Red Cross is it's an accredited course, and it is known here in the UK and the island. So you would stand out if you had that course as well. Do your tests as well. Sometimes you need to get certain vaccines to work as a healthcare assistant. So I can give you a list of those vaccines as well that you would need to get. I'll send that over to you, Mary, as well. And you may find that some of these vaccines have an interval between them. So the first one you can get it, I think it's the first 2 months, and then afterwards you have to wait some time. So like your hepatitis vaccine and stuff like that. So get these in advance already, so that you're not delayed when it comes to applying for your job. So these are the things that you should already have and you should be doing now. And besides the UK, besides Ireland, there's Canada as well. Widen your search, cast your net wide. And hopefully an employer out there is going to respond. It seems like it's just a journey that is like, oh, okay, that happens for other people, but it won't happen for me. But if you do the work, if you do the steps, like I said, there's so many jobs out there. Somebody is going to be in.
Sithini said, apply, apply, apply. Just do it. Step in the door, have faith, move forward, whatever. Just do it, okay? So that's a wrap from the both of us. I'm going to leave a link of Sithini's channel down in the description box, and I think I'm going to put it across on the screen. I'll put her Instagram handle across on the screen, and then I'm going to put a link to her channel down in this video. So feel free to go to her channel, subscribe, watch her videos. She has amazing things. She talks about her work and Ireland, and how it is like you just have to move over to Ireland after watching her videos, So all the same, thank you so much, Sithini, for coming. I'm so excited. Like, I'm really, really excited, guys. So we're all going to give it up for Sithini for coming online today, just because of you guys. It's just for you guys she came. So yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Sithini. And from both of us, it's a wrap.
Had an amazing time. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and from both of us, it's a wrap. And we'll see you in another video. Bye.
Bye.